That's an happy new year in advance to our listeners. Today, definitely, we all know this is Christmas. It's that time of the year when there's joy, laughter, merriment everywhere. The fun continues here as we bring you to Christmas edition of Real Talk with Kike. It's my favorite time of the year, and I get to spend this time with family and friends, especially my adorable kids, and one of them it's her birthday today, and I think I should just give her all the hey, her name is Daisy, and let me use this opportunity to say that I pray that you will be greater than your dad and your mom. You would attain loads of success. We will not cry over you. You will not cry over us. All right, back to the course of the day. Today we will be talking about some of the struggles in our society. It's festive period. It has become simply unbearable. I am talking about the traffic in Lagos. Again, the traffic in Lagos. One would assume that because we are in the festive season and most organizations are closing down for the year, the roads will ease up. That is not the case here. In fact, far from it. Every weekend, starting from Thursday, we are in distress with that can be described as a demonic stand still all through the major and minor roads within the major areas in Lagos. Not only with our precious time being spent, fuel is being consumed on the double, and also we're spending money continuously. I know I speak for all Lagosians, knowing that I'm a Lagosian from Isale. Let me praise myself today. I'm a Lagosian. I say we are sick and tired and would want this addressed once and for all. I have the good news for you guys, because it would answer all our queries today. I have with us in the studio the newly appointed general manager of LASMA, Mr. Olajide Oduyoye. Thank you for joining us to spend some of your time today with us, at least part of your time with us today. And again, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So first off, did you encounter any traffic coming here today?
Not at all, because our men were on the road sorting things out.
Is it about our men being on the road, or a lot of people are in their houses enjoying that rice and chicken?
No, they're on the road, but our men are there controlling things.
Okay.
Yes.
For those that do not know, what is the actual function of LASMA, and how do we differentiate you from other people who are in uniform as well on the road?
Well, LASMA stands for Lagos State Traffic Management Authority.
Okay.
The sole responsibility is to manage the flow of traffic and to manage incidences on the public highways, and to ensure that all drivers in this state obey the rules, the traffic rules and regulations, and they drive with cautiousness, and they drive with safety, and they drive with the sense up in fifth gear, and they drive with prayers, and they drive gently, and they drive.
I know you're not that confident when you said gently, but let's go there.
So basically, that's the job. And wearing uniform, of course, a uniform is differentiated from others. You've got the FRSC, we've got the uniforms, and they control the same kind of traffic on the major highways. We've got the federal government agency. Then you've got the VIS people who are black and white. I actually called them black and white people yesterday. And then you've got the police, who obviously they could be blue over black or mainly black. And that is it. And then, the army, because we're probably going to get to all these uniform situations. Yes.
All right, so because of time, I want you to tell me, in your opinion, what are the challenges you think LASMA is going through at the moment?
I won't use the word lapses. I don't think we have lapses.
Maybe challenges.
We have challenges.
Yeah.
And you start with challenge, but let's look at the issues on ground first. But let's say challenge. The challenges that we have is just the driving motorists in this Lagos, i.e., they do not want to just drive safely. They do not want to drive on their lanes. They do not want to give each other way. They like to block junctions. They like to overspeed. They like to bring out vehicles that are not roadworthy, so they will break down. They like to park where they shouldn't park. They like to pick up passengers where they shouldn't pick passengers. They like to stop and buy tomatoes where they should not do so. They like to go.
The list goes on.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah. All right. So Thank you for that response. I think this will lead to the question I think is that is trending at the moment, and I think it's very important for you to be able to answer that. For a few days ago, a member of the House of Representatives, Shina Peller, who owns a popular club, QLux, was arrested for noise pollution, and it was reported that his customers had their own cars parked on the road, which caused major traffic. Was the agency alerted on this issue for them to have taken action, or because at the end of the day I believe that he has been released, and I don't know what have been put in place because of this?
Well, I'll tell you what I know. Without any full information, so it's just what I know, what I've heard.
Okay.
All right. Obviously it's a police matter because it was the police that arrested,
detained him.
I don't know about whether it was detained or not.
Okay.
I know it was arrested, but this is the story that my name is Rajide Ojuye, that I know. On Sunday morning, on the way to church, the Mr. Governor had stopped when it found cars parked obstructing Ozuma, by the way, outside Quillox. And he wasn't happy with what he saw because traffic was being impeded. So he parked and he asked to speak to Mr. Peller, or Honorable Peller, right?
Yeah.
And he told him, like, you're my bro. I mean, this is not right. I mean, we're supposed to be working together. You're a major stakeholder in this state, and so this is not good for us. And I think that was cool then, and I think he heeded to that. But unfortunately, they have this annual program that they do, and they call it 36-hour disco, whatever it is. Me, I've never heard anything like that in my whole life. But hey, in Lagos, anything can happen.
Anything happens.
So we're saying that the 36 hours apparently is supposed to kick in into 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Now, why anyone would want to be partying and discoing at 9 a.m. on a public highway when everybody is struggling to go to work 2 days before Christmas? It beats my imagination, but who am I? What do I know? So they have gone, LASMA officers had gone from Sunday to help to control traffic with the management team of Quillox as well. So it was managed and everything was cool up until 5 o'clock Monday morning. I left the area, maybe I left about 3:30 a.m. as well. So this job is not about just being in office and everything. This is just road work, for crying out loud. But lo and behold, from wherever, some of the customers, against all rules, just came out and just come and park. And the funny thing is, like, they don't just park parallel on the curb. They actually park diagonal at 90 degrees, which means they're taking up much space. All right? And the deputy governor was driving past and he was wondering, like, but the governor spoke to these people yesterday. Why are they still doing this at 8 o'clock in the morning? It was just kind of strange. And so we went in there to go and take out the vehicles. Like, listen, guys, people are going to walk. You're stopping them from going to their places of business. Can you please move the vehicles? But unfortunately, just like I was trying to mention earlier on, some of our people just feel that they have rights against other people's rights. And so they were very reluctant and stubborn to move the vehicles away from there. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been an issue. If they've just gone out there, moved the vehicles, that would have been
done the right thing.
All right? And done the right thing. But they didn't do that until we needed to call backup, we called the police and everything. So 6 vehicles were towed away. And so what had happened was they had actually gone to chase the towing vehicle along the way, waylaid him along the way. I'm not sure whether Mr. Peller was involved in anything. But 6 vehicles were taken, some were taken to Marocco police station. So he felt, this is not the story afterwards, he felt he needed to help his customers to go and retrieve the vehicles. So he went to the police station. I don't know what happened from there, whatever, between himself and the verbal thing with the policemen. So they thought, you're not above the law. We've already warned you guys. You shouldn't have been there. So why are you coming here with all hoof and puff? I wasn't there really, but something must have happened for someone who's honorable of Federal Republic to be detained. And but we've since resolved issues. There are conditions laid for the reopening. So it's not like, if anybody's thinking that he was specifically targeted, that is not the case. It was just the specific issues of obstructing the highway.
Right.
And I think it's a good thing in the sense that lately the Commissioner of Transport, Dr. Frederick Oladende, has been saying, listen guys, if you want to have an event and you don't have enough parking spaces for your customers, for your clients that are coming, especially during this Christmas period, please get in touch with LASMA so they can help you and assist you in controlling the traffic. And that was there. So this has just happened barely less than a week and a half after that. And so it's a sound vibe to everybody else. Like, listen, you're not bigger than everybody else. You're not bigger than the law. We are not smaller than you. So please, please, please do what you got to do and make sure that everybody else has space.
I want to thank you so much for that feedback, and let me use this opportunity to say that you are very articulate, and I think it's part of the things that I've seen about you with your other previous interviews and all of that, because you're able to nail the issue on the head and all. But we're talking about this festive period and all, what do you think what's the worst thing that makes this festive period an issue that at the end of the day we are struggling with traffic and all? What are the main issue that makes it abnormal, so to speak, if that's the right
there's nothing excuse me, there's nothing abnormal. The truth is where we are,
because it's much worse than the normal days, really.
Yeah, because God is blessing us, so a lot of people are buying more cars. and the rate at which people are buying cars
is
faster.
What's a good way to put it?
Yes, the rate of which people are buying cars is faster than the rate of which government can provide public transport as an alternative.
Okay.
And so the race is on. So the government is challenged right now to make sure that the blue line rail, the red line, the water transportation, the bus reform system will come in 2020. The governor is working fast because the governor likes competition.
Right.
This one of people buying car, going to church to be praying for car, that trend must change. We must get on public transport. So that's number one. The infrastructure is strained. All right, because you can only have so much space of road and so many cars. Once you reach saturation capacity, congestion will come in.
Sure.
If everybody wants to come out at the same time, congestion will come in. If everybody wants to party in VI instead of going to Mushin, we should spread ourselves around the place. Let some of us go to Ogbomoso. Let's go to Oyo. Let's go to anywhere apart from Victoria Land, for crying out loud. Why must everybody come and party here? And there are events set up all over the place.
What does that tell you? That development is actually on the highland, because we don't have a lot of event places on the mainland, to be honest.
Yes,
that's the reason why everybody's always coming to the island.
It's because the Nigerian photo we like trend. Everybody started wearing red shirt like you. Say, Kike is wearing red shirt. Everybody start wearing red shirt. Then you get tired. They say, everybody is copying my style. You change to yellow. We all start wearing yellow. We like copy too much. That's why Victoria Land is congested. There are people on the mainland who want to party the same way. Why should they be bringing their vehicles down to Island and congesting the whole place?
All right, Mr. Jide has stylishly sent me a jab, but you guys, we will go on a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. If you have any question for our guests, please go ahead and join us. Sir, thank you again for staying with us right here. So let me go straight to another angle. I think there's another angle I want to come from. At the beginning of the governor's tenure, he released a list of traffic offenses and fines attached to people or to them. Are they still being implemented?
Yes, I mean the traffic laws. Okay. Until traffic laws are changed or repealed, the traffic law remains. Okay. So we have over 80 offenses with fines associated with them, and it's online. People have access to it, and if anyone feels like a last mile officer stops them and apprehends them for doing XYZ, you can easily confirm, have I done this, and check what fine is associated with the fine in which you're accused of.
Okay, thank you so much for that. We see a lot of last mile officials standing by while commercial buses drivers float obviously the roads. They sometimes take bribes, like we all know, and look the other way. What do you have to say about this?
The bribe issue is allegedly. Until.
Excuse me?
You heard me right? Until.
Excuse you?
Until you have the evidence.
We know. So let me ask you, are you a lawyer?
I'm aspiring to be one.
Okay. Nice one.
You have not brought anyone. Bring evidence, any evidence, just like anything else. If someone says, oh, you went to Kiki's show because she bribed you, there's no proof. You could have given money to come on your show, all right? But there's no proof. It's the same thing, right? Everybody is saying last moment are collecting bribe. The point is, it's a crime to collect bribe. It's even a bigger crime to even offer it. So who are the people who are offering the bribe in the first place? So why don't we target those ones instead of like targeting just last mile officers collecting it? The point is
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, let's assume that it is happening. What is being done at the moment about this?
No, we have what we have in place. We have people who go on the ground and they don't wear uniform. They go and check officers on the thing, and they see whether these sort of activities that you mentioned are going on. and then they report it, and then we reprimand. We have a reprimanding system where they go, they get queries and everything, so they go through the system. Obviously, all last mile officers come through the civil servants, so it's not.
All right.
It's not a sort of situation where you can just get someone and then you sack them.
Okay. Hello. Hold your thoughts, sir. Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from the island. My name is Ene.
Okay. Hi. What's your contribution today, or what question do you have?
Okay, I don't have a question for him, but I want to contribute. He just made one comment now.
Okay.
And I feel that that's a bit very weird, because I feel that, and that's why Last Mile will continue to do what they do. Now, my question, first of all, would be, how come Last Mile is quick to jump on private cars when they just even park somewhere close to the bus stop? And they don't do the same with the bus drivers. That's one. Two, he talked about bribes, and he said that is alleged. And I feel that's why Last Mile will keep doing what they do. I expected him to say, oh, we'll look into that. It is not alleged. Last Mile take bribes. You have that's the reality. They take bribes from the bus drivers. That's why those guys will continue to block the road. I look at the Aja bridge under that place. The bus drivers literally covered that road. And the Last Mile guys, they can't do anything. They're just standing there.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Sir, what do you have to say to that?
Well, I must say, the comment that she's made is appreciated.
Yeah.
But we're guided by rules and regulations in this country. And anyone who is accused allegedly. Okay. All right? And if you go to court, you've got to prove that this person has done this. So I am not saying it doesn't happen. I am just saying I cannot go and pick someone and say you've done this until I put my men in there on the ground to catch them, or the public reports them. That's why we have video. A lot of Last Mile officers have been.
So, sir, is there any hotline to call when we have unpleasant situations like this, or find ourselves on maybe gridlock or anything like that? I'll
give you 3 numbers that you can call at any time. To make complaints, what you see, capture on your video, capture on your phone, but don't capture anything while you're driving, because the last person you're trying to capture may be the one that's going to arrest you. So you got to be careful, right? So 3 numbers: 0812 992 8503. The second number is 0812 992 8469. And the third one is 0812 992 8490.
All right.
Right.
Thank you.
On the downfall thing, I'll just say, listen, I like to face reality. The downfall drivers, the majority of downfall drivers are not from this world, and that is the truth.
What do you mean by they are not from
I'll
this
explain.
world?
They are not from this world. I'll explain to you what I mean. You see, a lot of Last Mile officers have been killed on duty. A lot of them have been maimed. A lot of them are in hospitals. A lot of them have lost legs. I have proof. I have data of so many Last Mile officers that have been injured by this same type of drivers, because they feel there's no repercussion. Now, to stop a downfall driver who has decided in his mind, for whatever reason, that the world is coming to an end, he doesn't care about the repercussions of his actions, it's very difficult. So the job is dangerous. So you stop in front of a downfall you want to stop, it's going to mow you down. And so it doesn't mean just because a downfall driver is doing a bad thing that a private driver or private motorist who's supposed to help a Last Mile officer will be doing the same. And then when you stop them, they now hand up and say, well, you didn't stop the downfall driver, why are you stopping me? No, no, sir. What it is don't do anything that would make a Last Mile officer want to talk to you.
All right, thank you.
And
so
that
much.
way
Thank
you
you
feel.
so much. I think that you might not know this. We both live in the same estate in Magodo, and I've seen you a couple of times stop on the main road to, coordinate traffic and help ease the road and the likes and all of that. But again, I think it is important for me to ask you, what is the future plan now? Because is there is there light at the end of the tunnel?
Oh yes, glad Mr. Governor is supportive of Last Mile, seriously, and there are new technologies that we're bringing into the way we do work, and not this sort of comments about like we didn't stop downfall, we didn't whatever. All that is going to come to a pass, because we're going to instill technology in order to control and in order to capture those that violate the laws.
I think I should use this opportunity to thank you again for joining us in the studio today. It's a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. Have a great holiday. Bye.